Hi, this is Catherine Rose. I'm with Wigan Geek here at SPIEL 2018. I'm joined by Stefan Malz from DLP Games, and he's here to talk about the new expansion for Altiplano, The Travelers. So
Yes.
please tell me about this game.
Yeah.
Or this expansion, I should say, right?
I just wanted to say, I don't want to talk about the game itself. You should know it already.
Hopefully you all know this game. At least
from
I know
last
this
year,
game.
yes. So now we made an extension because we were the editors of the game, so we had to play it multiple times. Multiple times.
Yeah, oh, you poor thing.
We thought about some things that were missing to our opinion, so we tried to make an expansion.
Fantastic.
This expansion has three basic elements. The first element is quite simple. It's a set of events.
Okay.
At the beginning of each round, one event is revealed, and this event triggers usually two things. For one, it's something that applies to each player. In this case, a player may buy a card for 1 coin.
Oh, without having to travel there?
Yes. And the other thing is one stone will be moved to the trading place. This is the trading place. This is a new location, but a location that is not part of the usual 7 plans that you move along. It's just a place where goods are exchanged and where you can purchase assets.
And do you have to travel there the same way that you do the other locations?
No. The traveling is indirectly. You have one new piece, that's the traveler, who moves along the usual 7 plans. And in order to perform an action on the trading space, you have to be on the same plan.
Space
yes,
as
right.
The traveler then.
So this is a new spin to the movement planning.
You want to think,
also have to plan where will the traveler
right?
go, and where it will go depends on where the players are. So you cannot be sure at the beginning of the round where it will be in the next round.
Because it depends on where people are planning
it will
on
move
going.
to the next free space. So the last action will determine where he will go.
And it does go in a clockwise direction.
It will go in clockwise.
So in this case, the next place would be over here.
Yeah, right. The next place would be the market. The actions you have there are represented over through an extension of your actions board, where you can place up to 2 goods. You have the possibility to exchange goods for
crystals?
Yes, opal. Oh,
opal.
Opals. And you can re-exchange these opals for goods that are placed here. So you have a bit of interaction between the players, changing the available goods. And you can use goods to purchase assets. So if you have a specific good, let's say you have, like I have here, one fish plant, I can give that away to my space of the trading board to get one of the assets. And these assets cost 1 good of any type. And there are some assets that show a golden tile. Those have to get one of the more expensive tiles, like cacao or cloth or silver or something like that. And all these assets bring the owner a permanent bonus for the rest of the game.
Very nice.
In this game, for example, each expansion that I build will cost 1 coin less.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes, or maybe each time I fulfill an order, I get 1 coin extra, and so on. It changes rules. I can, for example, store wood and cacao in the same row of the storage, and so on. And these assets make new strategies possible, and they enhance existing possible strategies. And
so there's 2 piles.
There are 2 piles. The first pile is available from the start. The second pile will be available by one of the events that come about the middle of the game.
Fantastic.
All the events are positive. There's no event taking something away from a player.
Adding a little more.
It's adding a little bit. It helps to speed up the game a little bit. In my experience, it's 1 or 2 rounds shorter in a usual game. And the main thing is, due to this exchange here, I put a fish here, so you can have access to a fish, which you usually would not have.
Right.
You would have to exchange anything to an opal, and later you can use that opal to get the fish. And
so I first need the opal, and then I will pay back the opal to then trade with you.
That's correct. And due to these events, we also have a shorter variant of the game available.
Okay.
You can use the Traveler or just the events, and if you use the events, you just take less event cards, and you use a slightly different setup to speed up the game 1 or 2 more rounds.
Okay, so it'll be a whole total of like 3 or 4 rounds shorter than a normal
maybe
game.
even 5 rounds. So you can reduce the playing time by half an hour, maybe.
So a little bit more actions to give you a little more gameplay, and then the possibility of a shorter game.
Yes, that's
Fantastic.
correct.
So lots more for Altiplano. That is the Travelers from DLP Games.